My name is Jess. If you're new to my channel, welcome. If you're a regular at my channel, welcome back. So I have heard it is Vlogtober, and although this is kind of a vlog version, I'm trying to do a video a day between this channel and my Jessica Cross ASMR channel. I'll probably be doing mostly shorts over there, as the ASMR format is too long and takes too much editing for me to do on a daily basis. But these I can probably do maybe every other day or every third day, and I will try to do shorts over there on the days that I don't post over here. So if you are not subscribed to Jessica Cross ASMR and you're an ASMR fan, go on over to that channel. And today I'm going to the gym, going to the rock climbing gym after this. Climbing by myself today, so I will be doing what they call auto belays. So they are machines up at the top of the climbing wall that you attach to your belt, and then when you let go, it'll kind of slowly let you back down. So there's about 10 or 11 different problems that I can climb using that. I like top rope climbing. I don't like bouldering, because even though you're not falling from very high when you're bouldering, you are falling. And I've just had friends like twist ankles and break ankles, and I'm not as young as I was at one point, although I didn't climb when I was young. So I started climbing when I was like 45 or something. Started climbing with my son, and then he's kind of gotten out of it, but I'm in love with it. So I don't want to hurt myself. I've already gotten a shoulder injury, minor, from climbing that I didn't let heal long enough, and it still bothers me years later. I got that like my second year of climbing. So, all right, we are drinking today elderberry wine. So elderberry wine is caffeine free. It is, I brew it for 5 to 10 minutes, so I put that in the pot before I started filming, so I'll keep track of my filming and let it go at least 5 minutes. It's hibiscus, rose hips, elderberry, echinacea, apple pieces, lemongrass, raspberry, blue cornflowers. So for Adagio, this is in their wellness group. It is one that I use when I feel like I'm a little sick or getting sick. I fell in love with elderberry when we were in the UK. I drank a lot of elderberry soda, but it's also supposed to be very good for illness, and it's got the echinacea in it too. So I'm getting over a cold, and I did sign up for the community for this month, for the month of October, but I signed up for it late because I wanted to get October and November's communities all at once, and they don't put out November till the end of October. And so, because then that gets you like all but $10 away from free shipping when you do 2 of the communities, because they're like $19 each, and I think free shipping is $49. So I think that's gone up. I think it used to be $39, because I remember being able to do 2 communities, and then that was enough to get me free shipping. But I know today's tea in the community is elderberry wine, which I already have, so I thought I would brew it up anyway. I'm sorry if you can hear my laundry in the background. It's one of those days. It's been a rough couple of weeks, I will just say. So yeah, between medical stuff and getting a cold, and we had a big music festival here last weekend, which was amazing. It's like one of my favorite weekends of the year, but it's very busy. especially because we had a friend performing in it. So I don't think you will be able to see this. I don't know if you could see it pouring at all. But this is a kind of dark red. It's not really a maroon red. It's more of a kind of brownish red. And you can see in there all the pieces of yum that's in this tea. I really, really like this tea. This is a go-to evening tea for me. This and Chicoricino. Chicoricino is what I had last night. It's going to be very hot for a little bit, so I'm not going to drink it quite yet. So this morning I have had Earl Grey Moonlight, which I think I've mentioned I'm not a big Earl Grey drinker, but they offered me a half-price sample. So you can get a bag like this from Adagio for usually like $3 or $4. But especially when you first sign up, or if you haven't ordered for a while, you start getting lots of offers for half price. So I think the Elderberry Moonlight was like $1.50 or $2 for a pack like that. This is usually, for me, this is anywhere between 5 and 10 pots of tea. So I had the Elderberry Moonlight. I love it. Not Elderberry Moonlight, Earl Grey Moonlight. And it's the only Earl Grey I will drink going forward. So it's like creamy and it has that little bit of bergamot, but I absolutely love it. I usually drink Earl Grey as a London Fog with milk in it, but the Earl Grey Moonlight doesn't even need it. Then I had the Formosa Oolong, which I had 2 pots of. I double steeped it. That's one of my favorite oolongs that they have. And then I had a coffee. I actually had a dirty chai. So I had a coffee which was with a quarter of the skinny Tazo, and then I have some coconut almond milk that I did for the other quarter. Yum. That's lovely. So I had sessions this morning, ran sessions with some clients this morning. I'm an online therapist, for those of you who don't know. And then I'm going to go climbing and pick up my son from school. And I have more sessions this evening. So it's a kind of busy day. Not really. It's actually a lovely day. And I am reading Familiares, which is a big book. It used to be called like The Adventures of Johnny Sawtell or something. I think they rebranded it as Familiares. So I'm enjoying it, but I'm like really only 10% in, and I've been reading it for a little bit. So I think it's going to be weeks of me reading it, so it better keep me invested for that long. So that's about all that's going on here. So the only other thing that I did want to talk about is my new little obsession. So I get little YouTube obsessions. I got on travel vlog obsession when we were in Indonesia because I was a little bit homesick. So I found The Adventures of Matt and Nat, and they did all 50 states. And so I was feeling homesick for the states and started watching that, binge watched all of those, still watch theirs, and now they're traveling outside of the country, still love their stuff. Also found Kara and Nate just sort of after that, but that they don't do as much in the States. They do actually recently a lot more that's in the States. Sorry, the dryer got to be a bit too much for me, so I went and shut the door. So I started watching Kara and Nate. I've actually been watching some of their Oktoberfest videos this morning. They're kind of short ones from like 8 years ago, just to get in the fall mood. But I have also gotten obsessed with some of these cruise videos. I think partially because I've went on one cruise when I was younger. I think it was like a 3-day cruise. I was motion sick the whole time. I had one of those back of the ear patches, but it made my vision blurry, so I couldn't read, and like not being able to read is a make or break for me. So I had to take the patches off, which meant I felt kind of sick the whole time. I was also young. I was also like 18, and the cruise line that we were on, I believe, was Carnival. And I realized that some of the staff, one of the ways they made their money is they kind of flirted with you, or at least it felt like flirting to an 18-year-old. And it made me feel very uncomfortable. So and they would like flirt with my sister, who was like 13. Like one of the staff kept saying we should, like, when we were in Mexico, we should go out dancing with him. I'm like, she's 13 years old. So it was weird and not my jam. But parts of it look really fun. Like, I like Travel Spree. They're fun to watch. They're crazy, but they're fun to watch. But I got into these people who are retiring on the Villa V cruise ship, and they like bought cabins and they pay monthly, and it actually seems relatively reasonable considering that my parents just moved into independent living and how expensive it is to move into independent living when you're older. It seems like a pretty reasonable retirement plan to a certain extent, but they were supposed to leave in April, and they're just leaving now at the beginning of October, and a lot of them have been kind of waiting in Belfast. So I've been watching Midlife Cruising is one. The other one is, they always say we bought a cabin on a ship, but I don't think that's the name of their YouTube channel. But I've been just sort of obsessed with this, like, we've paid all this money, we're hanging out in Belfast. Again, it sounds like the cruise line has taken pretty good care of them, but it's been a really difficult situation for everybody. And they're just leaving tonight for their first port outside of Belfast. And so I've been kind of obsessed with that little drama and the excitement that they're all feeling, as it seemed like they really were going to leave. And now they're leaving, and we'll see how it goes now that they've left. So that's my new little obsession that I thought I would talk about on here. It's a fun little drama to follow, especially because a lot of the people moving onto these ships are not much older than me. They're kind of doing it as a retirement plan, and although I am nowhere near retiring, and I love my job, and my job is something I can probably do until I'm in my 70s or 80s because I work from home. Probably work less than I do now, but it just seemed interesting. And again, I'm going to live vicariously through people who don't get sick on a cruise ship a little bit. I also just don't think I would like it. I don't think I would want to be in that close quarters with 150 strangers that I'm sure you become friendly with, but I think I'm too much of an introvert. So it's fun to kind of watch the people who, like, this is their dream, this is what they would want to do, because it probably would never be me. I'm not really jealous, I'm just kind of fascinated. So it's almost like a psychological, like, who are the kind of people who this would be their dream for retirement. And it sounds like a kind of fun dream. Like, it wouldn't be mine, but yeah, that'd be kind of like, I think the people from Midlife Cruising have signed up for 15 years minimum of being on this cruise, which is crazy to me. yeah, I hope you like the people that are on the cruise. But they seem very friendly and have become friends with a lot of people on the cruise. So it seems like it's a really good fit for them. So that was the only other topic I kind of wanted to bring up in case people find that fun. And again, just sort of talking about what's going on in my life. And thank you for watching if you've watched all the way to the end. And hopefully I'll be putting out a lot more of these shorter videos throughout the month. Okay, take care. Bye.